You know that feeling when something important gets pushed off, not ignored, just delayed? You tell yourself, I'll get to it later. And the logic sounds reasonable. You're busy, you're building, you're handling what's in front of you. So you keep moving. You stay productive. You check the boxes. You solve problems. You make progress. But underneath all of that, there's a quiet awareness, something unfinished, something unstructured, something that doesn't have a place yet. And you feel it in moments you don't expect. When things slow down, when the house gets quiet, when your mind finally has space to think. It's subtle, but it's there. And in the never ending story, that force has a name: the nothing. Not chaos, not destruction, something more dangerous than that: absence. It doesn't crash in, it doesn't announce itself, it doesn't ask for permission. It just removes things, piece by piece, layer by layer, until what was once there isn't. And that's exactly how most families lose control. Not through bad decisions, not through reckless behavior, through no decision, through delay, through the assumption that later will always be there. You build, you accumulate, you create momentum, you make smart moves, you do the hard work. And from the outside, it looks like everything is working. But without structure, there's nothing protecting it. No system holding it together, no container giving it shape, no framework that says this continues exactly as intended. So what happens? Not hypothetically, predictably, the courts step in, not because they want to, but because they have to. The timeline stretches. What could have been simple becomes slow. What could have been clear becomes confusing. What could have been seamless becomes fragmented. The cost rises, not just financially, emotionally, relationally, mentally, and clarity, the thing that your family will need most in that moment, disappears. Now, decisions are made under pressure, without guidance, without structure, without the systems you could have put in place. And your story, the one you've been carefully building, gets rewritten. Not by someone who understands you, not by someone who knows your intentions, but by a process, a default system designed for efficiency, not for your life, not because you did anything wrong, but because you left a space unfilled. And systems don't tolerate empty space, they fill it automatically. That's the part most people never see. You're not choosing between doing nothing and doing something. You're choosing between a system you design or a system that gets assigned to you. And here's where everything shifts. Trust is not about preparing for an ending. That's the smallest way to think about it. A trust is what keeps the nothing out of your story. It's the line in the sand. It's the boundary that says this does not get touched. It's the structure that holds everything in place. So your life keeps moving forward exactly as you intended. It's a force field around your momentum, around your decisions, around everything you've worked to build. So instead of hoping things hold together, they do by design. And that's the difference between a story that continues and a story that gets interrupted, between momentum and confusion, between clarity and chaos, between a life that flows and a life that gets paused at the exact moment it shouldn't. And once you see that, you don't look at planning the same way again. You already feel it, that shift that I've been talking about, that realization that this isn't about someday. This is about how you live right now, with clarity, with structure, with intention. If you're ready to put that structure in place, there's a simple next step. A 20-minute conversation, no pressure, no obligation, just clarity. A chance to see what your story could look like with the right system behind it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your story. Make it a good one. If you enjoy these videos, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. And for more information, visit legallifeplan.com.